Good morning, folks. We're watching a sun-diving comet that rushed in towards the sun yesterday, broke up, and began evaporating away from the corona and was all but gone by the time it got there. We've got space weather, Earth weather, cosmic cartography, and one last look at the Mexico earthquake analysis. We're starting over at spaceweathernews.com and seeing the last 24 hours on our star. We've got a lack of solar flare activity, but the surging plasma continues. Plasma filaments are looking more numerous in Earth-directed positions as well, and you almost wonder how long all of them can stay quiet. Meanwhile, things aren't so quiet here at Earth, where in the early morning hours, this dark coronal hole's intensified solar wind stream struck the magnetosphere. You can actually see it and the previous stream telemetry on this chart. Orange density rises and then cuts off before the faster, hotter particles. Purple and green are speed and temperature. The faster streams bunch up solar wind ahead of them like snow on the edge of a shovel blade, so you get those density shock waves just before the faster streams. Here is what the shock wave and subsequent elevated velocity plasma field looked like in terms of effect on the magnetosphere. Nice compression, and we are in a geomagnetic storm this morning. Quick note, NOAA indeed took off the upper Midwest from the geoelectric potential charts. Not that you wouldn't be able to tell what's there from its surroundings, just a little note about data availability. First article today is about dark energy and dark matter, and as so always happens when they try to use those, we see order, structure, and linear formations in the maps of the universe, which do not follow gravitationally chaotic paths. Up next, folks, we heard a bit of this when the aftershock drilled Mexico City, but now they've memorialized the false notion that the earthquakes were not connected. Well, first, the article doesn't actually say that. It says the geologists don't think it is, or at least they can't figure out how that could be. Well, we know that large earthquakes can trigger other ones thousands of miles away, so that's a good start. We're well within that range. In fact, both were rare events in the Cocos Plate. Furthermore, the shake range of the initial 8.1 actually included Mexico City, so the second quake area actually shook during the first one. That's about all you really need to know they're connected, but I'll add a cherry on top. Look at the depth of the events. Not only is the last big aftershock right in the middle between them, almost forming a line, but the entire sequence represents a migration from the low velocity zone about 80 kilometers deep up to the surface. You see, at the low velocity zone and the ultra low velocity zones, we have melting of material, large scale flows and structure. The low velocity zone also exists in anomalously high electrical conductivity areas where these massive processes do not care at all about little surface faults. Those quakes are connected. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Folks, everyone who gets a ticket to Observing the Frontier today is entered into a drawing to win your choice of website memberships, books, or other cool gear. Already a 70% full house for the desert, and we'd love to shake your hands this February. We'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now it's 5:55 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.